Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I have two replays for you in the Tier 9 British heavy tank, the Chieftain P. So this is a very special video because I've recently just hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, which is absolutely fantastic. I was very surprised I managed to get 500 subscribers, let alone 1,000. So I really do appreciate the support that you guys have given me over the last 2 years. I've had so much fun doing these videos for you guys, and I hope you guys have fun watching them as well. Whether it is just for fun or you've learned something from the videos I put out, either way it's fantastic. And again, I really do appreciate the support that you guys have given me, whether that's liking the videos or commenting on them. Then it's really been appreciated. But anyway, we'll get on to the purpose of the video, which is the Chieftain P. And with hitting the 1,000 subs, I decided that it'd be a good idea to give away this tank as a gift for reaching that landmark. So so basically there are some rules and details of the competition which will be in the video description below. So please do read through that and be familiar with that before you enter. To enter the competition, it is very simple. It's you just put $XsilbsX, that's X-Ray Sierra Indigo Lima Bravo Sierra X-Ray. Leave your gamer tag below and also what console you play on. Please to be aware, if you are a PS player, I may just need to, if you're on Discord, maybe get your Discord GT just to communicate with you, because it is basically a giveaway code that I'll be giving you so that you can claim back the tank. That is how this competition works. If you're on Xbox, or if you've got the Xbox app, then great, we can communicate through that. And then, like I say, the competition will end next Sunday at around 6 PM. So I'll do the draw then and pick someone out of the hat, essentially. And and I will tag you on the comment section of the channel to let you know you've won. And then, we can go from there and go through sort of more direct means of communication so that I can get that gift over to you. So hopefully we cleared that all up. We will get into the replays now, and basically what I'll do is what I usually do on the videos is I'll go through the equipment, the perks, and also a bit of gameplay on the tank itself and show you basically what you'll be getting. So without further ado, I will see you over on the replay. Okay, so let's get going then with the replays, and the first one, we are on Ghost Town, and I'll show the equipment and perks that I run on the Chieftain P. So I've got Vert Stabs, Gun Rammer and Vents. And on the perks I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Steady Aim, Trap Mechanic, Snapshot, Enforced Ammo Rack, if you call it, or Safe Storage, that's the one. Run and Gun and Off-Road Driving. So I've gone for predominant gun perks there. Reason being just to improve the reload time for one, but I will sort of get on the good and bad points of the tank. So you've got a 120mm gun with 400 alpha per shot. You've got 515 on your HE, so that is something to be aware of. You've got good penetration on the standard APDS and premium APDS rounds, with 262 on the standard, 310 on the premium, and you've actually got 120 millimeters penetration on your HE rounds. Now that is something really important to remember, because if you can penetrate quite a few lower plates with 120mm. Now obviously bear in mind you do have to do your research. E75 may not penetrate, but other tanks, I mean, I guess if you come across the Chieftain P itself, you could shoot the lower plate with HE rounds. So sort of soft to medium armor targets, you could certainly get away with the HE rounds, and that will boost your damage. So yeah, worth thinking about on that. You got 10 degrees of gun depression. You got 1.37 accuracy on turret rotation, which is pretty good. The 1.9 second aim time. You got shell velocity of 1150 on your standard rounds with 1350 on your premium, and 1067 on the HE rounds. So again, really good shell velocity overall on all shell types. You've got good view range at 390 meters. You've got good mobility and a 10% fire chance. The bad points of this tank, I think, I mean, 0.35 accuracy base isn't that bad. Yeah, again, why I've sort of gone vert stabs and vents and food, just, yeah, you can bring that down, so it's not that bad, it's borderline. 12-second reload for me feels just slightly a tad on the long side. When you're sort of top tier, well, I mean any tier really, just feels just a little bit long. So it's something to bear in mind, maybe because, you know, when you're sort of playing Chieftain at tier 10, that, you know, the DPM on that is insane, and the reload time isn't that bad. So maybe I'm just sort of thinking it's long because I'm sort of comparing it to that. And you've got sort of fairly low power to weight ratio. So although this has good mobility and sort of, you know, relatively good top speeds for a heavy tank, what I would say you probably class more of a sort of heavy medium type tank, the power to weight is fairly low, and it's going to struggle to get to those top speeds. And the hull armor is typical Chieftain. It's very squishy. Don't rely on it. This replay is kind of showing how to play your tank, or how to play the Chieftain P. Get it hold down exactly like the tier 10 Chieftain. Get it hold down. Use that turret armor. And yeah, you can bounce some shots, and you can see we've bounced 2.2k there already, just by keeping it hold down. So we've done just under 2.5k damage. This is a tier 10 game as well, and we've come to predominant middle position on Ghost Town, just because we can play that hold down position right there. Now I'm trying to side scrape, because sometimes with British heavies you can get lucky side scraping. We've kind of bounced a shot there off of the Super Conch. Unfortunately, we bounced the lower plate of the Super Conch, which isn't ideal, but you can see we are bouncing him there just by playing smart. We do get a shot into his track wheel, but the Super Conch's come around and we gave him our lower plate, so he's going to go through that. But then we get another shot through the track wheel, and we actually damage his ammo right there. So hopefully we might be able to get some opportunities to finish his tank off. He does put another shot into us, but he's definite one shot now, and he does get taken out by our Centurion 7-1 there. We've not done too bad. It's been, I guess, probably a bit of an average game. There's 4 tanks left. We've not got any kills. We have got 3.5k damage. We've blocked 3,000 damage, which is good. And like I say, yeah, there can be opportunities to kind of side scrape. You're probably not gonna be that effective against tanks like the E100 or anything, E4, anything derpy with sort of huge guns. Probably not going to work there. We are getting focused by these tanks, these leopards that are coming around. Unfortunately, we get taken out there by that platoon of leopards, which is a bit frustrating, but yeah, unfortunately, it just is what it is. And yeah, what we'll do is we'll skip on to the final replay and see how we'll go to the scoreboards first, see how we got on, and then we'll get into the final replay. Okay, so we picked up the win there. We didn't come top of the board, but we did come second, considering we didn't actually get any kills. We did get just under 4.8k damage with a small bit of assist, and the first class medal, so not a bad game really. And yeah, we move on to the second replay. Now I'm going to apologise right off the bat here. I think there was 2 bots in this game potentially. This was one of those games that I had in the morning, usually about 8 o'clock time. Check the timestamp if you don't believe me. Where it's a bit hit and miss whether you get bots or not. Usually have a couple of games before I head on to work. So yeah, it's not actively looking for bot lobbies at all. If any, we've mentioned this before, I just absolutely detest bot lobbies. I don't like them. I try not to feature any games that have got bots in on the channel, but most of my, pretty much predominantly all my damage has come from shooting actual players. I think there's probably maybe 2-3 shots in this video, or replay should I say, where I've fired at bots. I think one's probably coming up shortly, but so yeah, I do apologise for that. I don't like showing them, but we end up having sort of a good high damage game here, like I say, shooting actual players, so bear with it. Again, apologies, but it's wanted to get this sort of game out there. Again, it's just sort of showing the Chieftain P as part of the giveaway. So anyway, enough sort of rambling on about bots and explaining myself, because bots are a thing. We are on Ardennes, which is not my favourite map at all, but it's kind of good for the Chieftain P. In actual fact, I do go on to have a good game here, but and I think reason being is because sort of having these ridge lines everywhere, you can get the gun, get the tank hold down, and you can get the gun slinging and start putting some damage in. And we moved over to the left hand side, where we're going to go in on this tier 8 who's distracted by our heavy tank on the right hand side. He has got a medium to deal with, which this M46 KL, which is going to pop up and get a shot in. We tried getting a shot through the upper plate, but unfortunately we just hit the track there. If I remember rightly, I do feel like this tank can be a little on the derp side. Every now and then, it's not predominantly troll like sort of Russian or American tanks, but does have the odd shot that whiffs a little bit. I guess you could probably say that with a lot of tanks, but that nice aim time, that 1.9 second aim time, really helps the accuracy here. You don't have to take too long to sort of zoom in. And we're going to poke up on this Kirovets and get a shot. And we do take a shot in return from that M46, I believe. It might have been the this Italian tank destroyer. We were trying to see if we could get a shot into that Italian tank destroyer, and then the M46 KL just decides to just plonk his turret right in front of our gun line. So we pulled the trigger and we got the kill. So we picked up 2 kills. We're at 2k damage already. We are not doing too well in the game. In fact, of our team, 2 tanks down, and I think this game does end up going south quite quickly. But what we're doing at the moment is we're going to try and move in. Our E75 that was with us does get taken out, but we do have a medium tank that's helping us out. This Vengeance is getting some shots into this 257. We try getting a shot in the 257, but unfortunately the 257 is very troll. Has troll armor, and times that didn't always end up hitting the tracks. You've got to aim the shots relatively high up on the side of that 257 to hit. We fluff another shot there. We're trying to come in and help our Vengeance as best as possible. He's doing a great job actually standing up to this 257. Probably should have been dead by now. But yeah, we've got the 257 into a crossfire now, and hopefully we can take him out with this final shot, which we do, keeping our Vengeance alive. Now, one of the red team is on the cap, which isn't too bad. It's in counter mode, so the cap timer is very long, so we don't have to worry too much about that. But I am going to make my way over into the middle, predominantly to get some cover, but also if I can get a reset on there, then it's one less thing to worry about. We've got obviously the Vengeance that I've just helped out is still sort of in J1. I'm not really sure why he's not moving. We've got a Aston Rex here and a tank destroyer sitting at the back, and I just want to sort of get over and try and help the team as much as possible. It'd be nice to get sort of a reset on this cap and then try and deal with the tanks that are left. We've got a majority of our hit points left, which is really good. So we can trade some shots still. Unfortunately, one of our tank destroyers gets taken out by their enemy medium tank. We're moving into the cap. I think this is a bot here. We do put a shot in. He gets put down to a one shot, and then he gets taken out by the Aston Rex. So that's good. We don't have to worry about that. But then we see this SVAC, and we're getting focused by artillery. We try sneaking a shot in, but unfortunately we don't hit. And then our Aston Rex goes down to this SVAC. So annoyingly, it's just me, our friendly medium tank, and our artillery. Friendly medium tank hasn't moved for quite a while. I don't know if he's AFK. I'm going to go in on this SVAC and take the SVAC out because he is a one shot. We then get hit by artillery, which isn't great, but luckily it doesn't do too much damage. I want to move in and try and get some shots into this tank destroyer while he's focusing on our friendly medium tank. We do squeeze a shot in. We're still getting focused by artillery, so I do have to try and get in a position where I don't get shot. There's a medium tank behind me who I do need to be careful of as well. I'm not entirely sure what that medium tank is. And I'm thinking at this rate, we're going to go for artillery. I've loaded the HE because obviously soft squishy target. Completely forgot at this point that we had 120mm of penetration, so should be able to deal with artillery quite effectively, with that higher amount of penetration. There we go. He spots us, we spot him, and lo and behold, we hit the gun mantler. So we've hit the thickest part of the artillery, and we only roll for 197, and then we take a hit. If we properly aim that shot, we may not have needed to have taken that hit, and it's really annoying that artillery has managed to put us just under half our health, because we'll see in a minute, but we're up to 4k damage. We've got 5 kills, so we've had a half decent game already, but there's 4 tanks left. It's a very close game. It's 4-3. It's four enemy tanks, 3 of us, and someone's in the cap, so I'm going to go there, and it's this Iron Rain, full health Iron Rain, by the way. If this Iron Rain if he manages to pen both shots out of his free, if he manages to pen 2 of it out of his free shot, why can't I talk? He's not able to penetrate 2 of his 3 shots because he's just bounced, and now he's fired and he's on reload. I know that now, so I can move in, hopefully, try and move in and get the kill. We fire a shot and end up hitting a dead tank. And what we should have done is just moved in straight away because it's still on reload, so I don't have to worry, but it's just we just kind of wasted time there. We do get the kill shot in, and it's 3v2 now, so again it's a very close game. We've picked up our 6th kill, we got a top gun, that's guaranteed. Now, could we get the Radley Walters? That is the question. Like I say, we don't have that many hit points to play with. We can trade a couple of shots, but I need to sort of play this smart, this sort of stage is just kind of staying safe and trying to see what is going on. Now, I probably should have moved over with our medium tank and played off that medium tank, because at the moment we're both kind of isolated, which isn't great. In this situation, I guess we probably should have stuck together slightly. And again, when I say sort of playing off of your friendly players, I mean in the sense of you're getting into a position where you're using them to get a crossfire onto the enemy. So you can kind of put the enemy into a bad position. We do squeeze a shot into that T-34-3, who is now a one-shot. We're going to move sort of up into the high ground and hopefully get sort of the jump on that medium tank. But then something's just moved into the cap, so there's something behind me, and I get shot from behind. It damages our engine, which is and this is a silly play, because what I should have done is just carried on and got safe. I've swiveled round in the open, giving my tank to that tank destroyer, but It's not too bad. I'm in a position now where I'm kind of safe. I'm hold down, so I bounce a shot, just bait a shot from that tank destroyer, squeeze a shot in there. But yeah, I'm kind of stuck here a little bit, and I'm going to try and see if we can get another shot into that tank destroyer. I need to be quick because I know the T-34-3 is probably going to be to the left of me. So I kind of just need to be careful. I don't want to get caught out. And my plan is basically, they're both on the cap. So my plan is to sort of get around and get a reset on the cap here. Now, remember I was sort of talking about having my health, not getting hit by that artillery earlier on, managing to sort of pen that HE shot. Could have made a difference a little bit here, but this is a silly play. You're going to see a silly play now. And yeah, I just pull open in blind sight, and yeah, the white tank was there, knew exactly where I was going to be coming from, and was just pre-aimed, ready. And fair play to him. Yeah, it was a good game, but we kind of threw, we just kind of threw our tank away a little bit there, and that's really annoying because we got 7 kills, 6.1k damage. We picked up the ace tanker on a loss, got the Devastator medal, and yeah, it was a bit unfortunate, to be honest, because yeah, we could have possibly got that, but yeah, it is what it is. We lost the game, but yeah, that is the Chieftain P in a nutshell, guys. And yeah, as I've said before, if you want to enter the giveaway, then just put !XsilbsX with your gamer tag and the console that you play on, and I'll pick a winner out next Sunday. So best of luck all, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.
Uh-oh.